What's up, beautiful people? We are heading out because today I'm going to share with you how to confidently vlog in public. Now, I did an Instagram reel on this and it blew the heck up. So I want to share some tips on just going out in public, being confident, speaking on camera without feeling necessarily the most comfortable, and just some best practices for vlogging when you're outside of your own home. So let's go. Okay, tip number one is that people are going to look. You just can't get away from it. So if you are going to vlog, you have to just be okay with the fact that strangers are going to look. But the way I started looking at it is, if you want strangers to look at your content and watch it online, why not let them watch it in real life? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's the difference? So that is my first tip, is to reframe your mind to think about it in that way. Like, strangers are going to be seeing this anyway, so who cares if they look at me while I'm doing it? They honestly got a better point of view. So that is tip number one, and we are on our way to the grocery store to pick up some groceries, and I will share my next tip when we get there.
So good, 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 good. Turning up the heat until she's hot as a mother. Oh yeah, oh yeah.
All right, so we just finished grocery shopping, and one thing's for certain, two things for sure, is you want to always ask for forgiveness and not permission, because when you're out in public, sometimes the establishment is not okay with you recording, especially if you're using an actual camera. So what I like to do is just go for it, get the shot. It can be a little uncomfortable for you as the creator, but the goal is to tell the story. And so if they tell you to stop recording, then obviously be respectful and actually stop recording. But if they don't say anything, then let it go. Just keep doing your thing, and I promise you it'll be worth the shot. We're headed to my favorite store, Target. And the next tip is to read the room, okay? I feel like some people don't understand this, but it is very important to know when it's appropriate to pull your camera out versus not. For example, when I'm at the gym and I am working out or in a fitness class, I actually have pulled my camera out before, and it has made people in the class feel very uncomfortable, which makes sense. So if you are in like a workout class or somewhere where people are, I don't know, working like a community workspace, like a co-working space, just ask the people around you who could possibly get in your shot if they're comfortable with you recording. This is a time where I don't feel like asking for forgiveness instead of permission is appropriate. So just make sure you don't get people's faces in it when you are vlogging in public. I try to just look side to side, make sure no one's in my background so that I'm not having people's faces, especially not kids, in the backgrounds of my videos. Be afraid to get the angles. Like, you're gonna have to sit your camera down somewhere and just have a nice static shot like this. You know, you can walk past whatever, but you can be quick. Like, don't be scared to sit your camera down. Okay, and when I say get the angles, I mean get a mixture of selfie, point of view, wide angles, tight shots. Don't just have your vlogs be this. Like, we want to see more than just what you see. For instance, like this. I'm gonna set my camera up and then go get in the car.
Never felt so good. Oh, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, living up every day like my birthday. Superman.
Parked right there. Okay, my next tip is to make sure your audio is clear. Now, at some points throughout this video, I was recording like while I was in the store, but the biggest thing with audio is making sure that no background music is playing that's copyrighted, which 9 times out of 10, if it's playing in a store or out in public, it is copyrighted music. So making sure that the background noise is pretty clear, and also with wind or any type of weather interference, when you walk into the store and there are fans blowing, like trying not to record when it's just too much outdoor interference. So when I vlog in public, a lot of times if I am sharing in-depth talking points or something, I'll try to keep it very short unless I'm in the car or in a very quiet area. Otherwise, I'm just mainly getting B-roll when I'm out and about, compiling that together, getting all my angles and stuff, and then when I get into the car or get into a quiet zone, then I can do more of my talking and conversation bits of the vlog. So you don't have to, like, just because you're vlogging out in public doesn't mean you have to always be actively talking to the camera out in public. You can just be, you know, grabbing shots.
I said, I never felt so good.
All right, I'm back home, and my last tip is to assume the best of people. Most of the time when people are looking, they are curious. But on top of that, the more uncomfortable you look filming, the more people are going to look at you like, what is she doing? Or what is he doing? So the more confident you appear to be as you vlog, the less attention you're actually going to gather. The more you kind of like, oh, should I be doing this? Should I not? The less confident you look, the more people are going to be suspicious of whatever it is you got going on. So just try your hardest to not assume that people are looking to like be rude or be mean. They're really probably just looking out of curiosity and wondering what you're doing. A lot of times when I'm vlogging, people come up to me and say, hey, what are you recording for? Like, and then they'll be like, oh, what's your channel? Like, I'm gonna check it out. And I'll tell them, you know, kind of what my content is about or what I'm recording. And they're like interested, you know? So the more confident you are, even if you don't feel confident, you kind of just gotta, like, I hate saying fake it till you make it, but that's really kind of what you gotta do. Like, and I promise you, it gets easier, even though sometimes it still doesn't necessarily feel comfortable, but it does get easier because you're like, look, this is my job. I make money from this content. And even if you don't make money from this content, if you want to make money from content, like, you have to know what comes with it. And if you want to vlog and be out in public and you don't just want to be cooped up in your home, then part of that is just becoming more comfortable with carrying your camera around and pulling it out when necessary, not being afraid if people look at you weird, but also knowing where to draw the line and let people know, like, or if people come up to you and say, oh, I'm not really comfortable with that, do you mind like deleting that footage or turning your camera off in this space, like being okay with that too. So vlogging is so much fun. It's so rewarding because I think it's the best type of content simply because you can look back on so many memories, so many days in your life, so many weeks or experiences that you had that, you know, documenting it in the moment, it can feel like a task, but I'm telling you, it is so rewarding when you can go back and not only watch like your experiences, but to also be able to see like how far you've come with how you shoot, how you edit, like how you speak on camera. So even if you're not at that state where you're extremely like, where you feel very confident and perfect on camera, even like hearing your voice is kind of cringe, it's okay. Like, still post the content because that is a measurement of growth, and you need that in order to know that you are doing better and improving and growing. So if you have any questions about vlogging in public, then please leave them in the comments. I'm happy to answer. And if you are interested, then I highly recommend you join my Creator College. It is where I share lots of insight about content creation, entrepreneurship, and kind of going from that creator to CEO mindset as you are growing in your creator journey. So it's a great community full of content creators, from TikTokers to YouTubers to Instagrammers, and it is just a fun time. I do live lessons in there, and we have a great curriculum if you are somebody who's ready to take it serious and fast track that growth. So I hope this was helpful, and I will see you guys in the next